Hi guys. So today so I'm trying to solve this dilemma, this world crisis that's going on. So basically I'm homeless, and I told you guys there's these people that are that we're all homeless out here. So I started trying to do this business idea that's gonna help end homelessness, which is basically people that are gonna live in office spaces, and then there's gonna be homeless shelters and houses, and I'm gonna pay them to be able to be employees in my business worldwide, or at least US wide so far, but hopefully worldwide. And then they're gonna be able to socialize and entertain and all that kind of stuff, so that we have music, and they're basically like party type things, but also just like a cool entertainment, music, creative type cool scene. And then we're gonna do some kind of community stuff where the community can contribute to the program by buying clothes and different things like that. And then from us, because we're going to be doing like a whole trend type cool thing once a month, and then being able to make playlists and take care of ourselves and take classes and different things like that. That's really going to help. And then the homeless people can live in the shelters and stuff like that, because a lot of us, it seems like we don't really have family, or our family didn't really they're busy or whatever it is, preoccupied. And so we're trying to figure out a way to make sure that we feel like we have family and stuff like that too. So it's kind of like one of those things. And so through that process with figure out the business circulation, I was kind of trying to figure out why is it that I'm homeless, because like a lot of people say this I would have never expected it to happen to me. And I went to college and all that stuff, and then I got a really good job, and then all of a sudden it ended up falling through. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's still in the works, but I mean, I haven't been able, because I don't really have the means to take all the time to do it. So in the process, I found out that there's identity thieves that actually stole my identity. And then it's actually like a big world problem right now that I'm trying to help solve. That basically there are these people that decided to take my identity and create a big, huge dilemma, because we're trying to figure out if my family is even something that could be held accountable for this, or if it's something that they didn't even do. They're somewhat innocent bystanders, and or just not even in it at all. So some cool crazy things I found out was that hold on, let me think of where to start really fast. Well, what we found out so far was that there was this guy that I dated, and his name was Brandon, and he was my first love, and he broke up with me suddenly and abruptly, and it tore me apart, because I really, really liked him a lot. I was in high school, and then all of a sudden I didn't really hear from him or talk to him and stuff. And then there was that was years ago. And then all of a sudden, it comes back that this girl, I think her name is Michelle, from my kindergarten class, she disappeared, and I didn't really know what was going to happen to her. And then, but she seemed pretty cool, because she had I don't know, she just seemed cool and fun and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, she ended up coming back into my life and just shitting on me basically. And this was just this year, this month. And she totally tried to call me a mental patient and try to manipulate, how other people saw me and things like that, saying telling me oh, go take your meds, little Emily, baby girl, things like that, talking to me, belittling me. And then I'm you don't understand that I'm really, I don't really take that shit very lightly. And then, so then after that, we found out that this girl and him, they started somehow like doing some kind of something where they took my identity, and then somehow they like got people with it or something like that, and I guess it was my neighbors. Anyways, this sounds crazy, but this stuff actually really happens. And so basically there's like a worldwide homelessness pandemic right now, and it's basically a bunch of people, to my knowledge, that like got life insurance jobs and were really excited to work on them and stuff, and then all of a sudden like we just like wound up in homelessness. And then like other people, they've said the same thing, kind of, sort of, I've gathered, and we're like, you know, trying to get our jobs, and then all of a sudden like this is like all homeless people are life insurance agents. And like the thing about life insurance agents are, they're like really kind of the backbone behind the community a lot of times, because they're like, basically they help people make businesses and make sure they're safe and make sure that they're totally like, you know, ready for all the safety measures and different things that have to go on when kind of looking at the details about kind of what the company's going to be like. So it's really irritating because like we're out here and we're starving a lot of times, like I told you, and then you know, the community's kind of going weird and south right now, and we're kind of like trying to figure out what to do. But it comes back that like all the people that are able to do that are getting basically prejudiced against somehow by people. And then the other thing is like, all of a sudden a lot of the businesses, they come back to just keep pushing us out because we're homeless. It's like, I'm not homeless because I want to be here. I'm just literally like another citizen. It's just they ended up taking my car in Eureka, and then it's like they had like all these cars there that were brand new, like that they're pre-owned somehow, some form or way at some time, and then they're just like for sale, but they never even like move or even get bought in, really, it seems. So it is kind of like one of those things where the cars are it's just like, okay, well, they took my car. So basically I came up here to find my friends, and then the whole business trip got obstructed when I was, you know, being made homelessness in a town that I wasn't originally trying to reside in. And so we've been trying to figure out this, and then all of a sudden like my credit card started getting messed with, and all my emails and stuff started getting looked into. It's like everywhere I went, people were just turning against me and saying I did this and did that and this, all this stuff. And it's just like, okay, well, like I'm literally just like every day walking around just trying to make sure that I get everything squared away so that I could, you know, perfect my job and stuff, and ultimately end homelessness. And homelessness is no joke, like I told you guys before. So it's something I really want to do, and I think it's a good way for also the community to come together and be able to kind of bring out all that negative energy within them, to be able to socialize and have fun with art and music and be able to be part of that community. And it also helps businesses because the homeless people are going to be marketing to different people and are marketing their products and helping out the companies be able to have cool clothes for the community if they wanted to buy an outfit and stuff, like a full like professional looking outfit, with, you know, being able to make sure that the client, as far as the consultation, is what they want every month and things like that. It's going to help out a lot. But among that, we're going to be able to get a lot of business ideas to those people that value their outlook on what they want to do, and be able to help them be able to do that. And so it's a really cool idea, and it's just going to bring a lot more fun into the community and stuff. But it's hard when, like I said, like I don't even have money for the past couple of months because it keeps getting stolen. And then it's like, okay, well, they keep thinking like, oh, well, she must be doing something. But it comes back to somebody's using my name and getting into weird things that they shouldn't be getting into. like, company databases and things, and making it look like I did something wrong or something like that. So that all of a sudden my credit cards and stuff have been not able to be used, because essentially they call it, like basically a warning or something, like a flagged or something like that, so that you can't use those credit cards. But then, we've been trying to figure it out. Like, I've called the cops a bunch of times and I said, this is what I think I found, this is what I think I found. There's like, yeah, sure. And people are trying to help us here and there as much as they can. But all of a sudden I'm like, no, this is a problem, because all of a sudden, like, the businesses, they're being made to think that, like, rumors going around and stuff is just like, my negligent attitude. And I'm like, no, like, I can't even walk sometimes because I walk so far every single day. And so people are having all this perspective about me that's not true, and it's driving me nuts, because I can't even eat sometimes, it seems. But then luckily I found the Eureka Rescue Mission, and they've been helping us out a lot, because they provide us beds at night and shelter and food sometimes and things like that, and there's a lot of that around. But my idea is so that I can make a kind of office space, so that the community has, like, more awareness about homelessness, and it could actually ultimately be gone for good, and have enough space for people to be in there in the different places, and be able to be part of the community as well. And then if there's the family doesn't really want to be involved, or can't really, because they want them to be more, independent, like a lot of people want to do and have their lives, that we could kind of live there. And then it also creates an awareness, so that if that happens with homelessness, we'll have a place for them, and then we'll also be able to make sure that they could do what they want to do, so that they could have, jobs or cars or technology, so they could, connect and talk to people like they want to and stuff like that, food, so that it's more of like a family kind of environment, but it's also safe, because a lot of homelessness is not safe. It's, a lot of stealing and stuff, because there's people that are desperate that don't even get a lot of food at all. So they're just like trying to make their way to get things that they want and need, actually, like clothes and stuff like that. So that's kind of my idea. So it kind of would make sense to me, how people would think that it would be okay to try to take my identity in those cases, because I really seek out and work hard for what I want to do, which is I research it, try to figure out my idea and perfect it, so that people can hear it, and so it could actually be something that's real, a worldwide problem, and being solved. And then they kind of take it upon themselves. So it seems like my family got involved in this. They all look like they're the bad guys before, and it looks like I'm the bad guy to them, or just they don't really know what's going on with me, if I'm just like crazy or something it seems. But I really want to get in touch with them and see what's going on from their perspective. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what's going on in the world. It's really affecting a lot of people, so try to stay safe inside. And if there's anything that you guys want to share or anything like that, try to put it in the comments of anything strange or anything that's going on, and we'll try to see if we could talk about it, and then kind of see what other groups are in it, because a lot of people look like they're targeted right now, like FBI and Border Patrol and the churches, different like Catholic Church and different things like that, because somebody just like got into all these weird databases, like trying to say that they were me or somebody else or something, and life insurance agents and companies and a lot of people, so even like citizens, celebrities, all those people really. So even countries, different countries, they're all being targeted right now and turned against this person and that person and made to look like a bad guy. So if there's anything you guys want to share, let us know, and we're gonna keep you guys safe, don't worry. All right.